If Bilhah was completely happy with her husband, Reuben never would have dared or attempted to be with her. If Bilhah was completely happy with her husband, she never would have allowed Reuben to cross the line of familiarity that he did. And if Bilhah was completely unhappy with her husband, Reuben still would have never attempted to be with her if she had kept that to herself and kept an appropriate barrier up and not allowing the conversation to become too intimate or personal. The first mistake Bilhah made was she allowed herself to communicate with Reuben in too personal a manner about her personal feelings. The second mistake Bilhah made was she allowed herself to be alone with Reuben in an unsafe way. You know, if you have to go into a room and there's someone in there by themselves, the opposite gender, leave the door open. You have to go in and get something. If you have to have a talk with somebody and there's other people around and you need to have a little bit of privacy, step into a room, leave the door open so everybody can see you and communicate. Or have a third party there. I don't even know what you would call Reuben and Bilhah's relationship, because it wasn't her stepmom. It wasn't his stepmom. She wasn't his aunt. I don't even know what you would call their relationship. But he was also no longer a child. He was a grown man in the prime of his life. He was lonely. And apparently there weren't a lot of other options around for girls at this time period. But Bilhah allowed herself to be alone with Reuben, perhaps in her tent on a consistent basis. And this didn't just happen. A familiarity was made. The barriers of decorum were slowly eroded away, and the protective walls of propriety slowly eroded away until the awkwardness of being together alone was gone. If you ever get to a place where you can feel comfortable, completely comfortable being alone with someone of the opposite gender, you're in a dangerous place. There should always be a barrier and protections and propriety and decorum observed. Bilhah, as the oldest person in this relationship, was the greatest at fault. Reuben would not have gone where Bilhah did not allow.